This one's for everyone, right? It says, you have to love yourself before you can love others. Everyone think of their 3 favorite things about themselves. Let's give some time. I will definitely go first. I love me, man. It's lit. Man, I just think that my talent is first and foremost. Like, I could sit down and make a full song in 1 hour, and it's so hot. Yeah. Like, I'll do it on live. People could watch me, and it's just like that's my number 1 favorite thing. 2, it would have to be perseverance. Like, when people are telling me, like, if people are counting me out or calling me weird or saying I'm making wrong moves, like, that don't deter me. Like, I'm always going do whatever's on my heart and on my mind. So, like, just that strength to be able to stand out. And 3rd, like, honestly, it's fashion. I really like to speak through clothes and speak through aesthetics and vibes. And so
you do got the sneakers on drip.
Thank you.
He not showing y'all his sneakers, but he got on some drippy.
I show the people. That's just a little. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's my favorite 3 right there. I throw it up to whoever's feeling it in the spirit.
Hey, Rose. Any volunteers tribute?
Where first I would say my spirit. Like, I really, really, really feel like I am able to connect with people through all walks of life, and I just feel like my spirit shows up first in the room. I was talking to somebody today, and he was like, "You just have an aura about you." Like, he called me like a swan, but it was like your presence can't be ignored. Basically, is what he was trying to say. So I was like, all right, swan, cool, I'll take it, but I do see what you're trying to say. So that is like one of my biggest compliments. I do love that about myself. 2, I would say my heart. I think I got a big heart. I am such a giver. And
so sorry.
What?
I'm so sorry.
What happened?
I really think these are directional mics, and I think they only are supposed to work one way.
Oh. Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, look.
Wow.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Look at it.
Yes.
Okay, so the black has to be towards you. Yep.
Okay.
Crazy.
No, you could just spin that on for sure. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Right.
My boy. Yes, sir, my boy. He was looking around like, and I was like, what is he looking at?
It's cool. The audio's cool. Your spirit, they can feel your spirit when you walk in the room.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. Go ahead.
Okay. What's the other thing I say? Oh, I said my heart. I'm such a giver. Like, community service and just community engagement are some things I always love to do, and I think we need more of that in the world. It's really just like some selfless people.
Yeah.
So that is 2. And then 3, I feel like I kind of said it already, but the fact that I'm able to connect with so many different people, no matter where they came from, what they look like, I think that's definitely something I really love about myself, because I'm able to reach a bunch of different people. And if my goal, again, is to make sure that, people see themselves, the way God sees them, and just like who they really are, I just love the fact that I'm able to really just connect with people, just no matter who they are. So.
Facts.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback off. I'm gonna actually call it, just like I said, a light, but like it's tied to spirit. I feel like, dang, lost my thought that fast. Light, spirit. I feel like that's tied to peace. I'm a very peaceful person. Mentally, I'm normally always in a good headspace, even if obstacles come.
That's fire.
Even when obstacles come, I try my best to remain in a good headspace to, not put any. I try to never pass on negative energy. Not let my low times make people bring their frequencies down. I feel like 2, I always really knew who I was as a person. I feel like I'm still finding out myself. I won't say that, but like, as far as being in different crowds, maybe people who I wasn't really necessarily was supposed to be around, I feel like people benefit off me because I stand for something. I don't fall for anything. Ooh. So like, I've always been like, people, I'm not for the peer pressure. I'm not for anything that's lower than who I am. Yeah. And I felt like that really benefited other people, because they like, word. Yeah. Oh, I don't gotta.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And my last thing, I'm gonna say, I'm so grateful. I've always, due to my parents raising me been raised in a spiritual family. I've always been a spiritual being. Like, I can recall me young, like 2nd, 3rd grade, running home like, Mom, where's my Bible? Where's my Bible? Yeah. I had a friend across the street like, she wants to get saved. She wants to get saved.
Yeah.
Like, young, I probably didn't know everything I needed to tell her, but I was running over with that Bible. Like, okay, in this scripture, probably knew John 3:16 and 2 others, but guess what? I'm going to share that with you. And, like, I've always been very transparent with my testimony. Like, let me tell you how I got through. I'm not trying to push my spiritual on you, but, like, let me tell you what personally worked for me. Who's been on my side the whole time, and I'm hoping that, you know, he's always there with you. I'm hoping that you can see that light in yourself and, like, tap in. Like, I've always been that spiritual person. I'm just thank God for it yesterday. Like, thank you for how my parents raised me. Like, thank you, because God says, like, if you raise them up young, like, they'll carry that out when they're older, and it has, like, really 360. Shout out to my parents.
Thanks.
I know she gonna watch this.
I think that one of my best traits about myself is my ability to constantly learn. I think always being like a student of the game is really important to not get like overhyped. So, you know, people might see me, oh yeah, like I'm in heart surgery school, you feel what I'm saying? But like you said, I'm grateful for the way my parents raised me to be humble, to be, you know, down to earth. My parents are straight from Jamaica, okay? It don't get no more Caribbean than my house, okay? So with, you know, learning that I can fail, learning that, you know, it is okay to tumble. You do not have to be, you know, standing at perfect posture and win every single thing. You are going to lose. And just being able to learn how to bounce back from that, like, and not stay down in the tunnel. And I think it took me a long time being peer pressured, being the straight A student, being the one that's gonna retire your parents, being the doctor kid. It's like child. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, learning and being a student of the game, I'll always be grateful for. That's my first thing. I think my second thing is, I would say my heart as well. I know everybody kind of said it, and we're kind of similar, but, you know, I really genuinely like making people's day, even if it's at my expense sometimes. I'll be okay with, you know, you bringing Rose, even if me and Rose aren't on the best of terms. Let's say that, you know, I'm having an event, I want you there. Bring her, because I know that's going to make you comfortable. And as long as you're comfortable, I can rock out with anything. So I think that willingness to bend when, you know, given to the right people is an amazing thing, because you really see how people will respect you if you give the leeway, or if you give that, you know, okay. So that's the second thing. I think my heart, my, you know, being a student of the game. And then lastly, I would say my new appreciation for life. I think it's hard to remember that you are not the entire world. There are other things, other people. If you were to just, you know, go out and stand in nature, and, you know, people do nature walks and stuff like that, and just listen to how the water moves under the bridge and how the leaves rustle and how you are just a molecule. It makes thinking about the future less hard, because you know you have to transition, whatever your religion is, whatever you believe in, you know you're not going to stay here in this body, in this. So for me, that appreciation of life allowed me to be grateful to being a good person of character. You know what I'm saying? Having good character. Like, at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do, but you should know that you should feel from somebody else how much they care about you, how much I respect you. Because I'm not going to put you in harm's way. I'm not going to put you in any position to make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that appreciation for life, just understanding that, you know what, you're not everything. Word. You are just a molecule sometimes, you know?
No, I love that. I love that, because recently I've been, like, I'll just be out about in public and just really start to think about, like, yo, we all are literally in our own worlds. If you think about another person, they experience this day different. They experience their entire life differently. Crazy. And just like you said, we all have a part to play. And it's just like, we just got to stay focused on that part, you know, on that purpose, and just know that, like you said, it's not all about us.
Yeah, like,
it's not about us at all.
The problems will minimize. Once you realize that you're this one thing, that thing that you've been stressing over, damn, I can't get the song out. Dang, I really can't think about these lyrics. You go stand in some nature, go stand in your element, whatever that is, whether that be the studio, the art room, the pew, whatever that is. You stand in your element and you'll realize, like, dang, I was doing a lot. I was stressing over something that's already been done. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just working.
That reminds me of the question you asked me about, like, when people are, you know, how do I feel about people who might blow up overnight, and I'm putting the work in, and how does that feel? But it's like, man, I think a big shift for me musically was disassociating myself with the vision. And so like, you know, I'm doing this obviously in part for myself, but there's a bigger thing that God put on me, and God's plan never fails.
Ever.
So it's like I found myself stressing a lot when I was like out there trying to just get my name up, or like just trying to prove myself to people that I'm the hottest rapper out or something like that. Then once it became a thing where it's like, nah, like this is doing something for people and for you. Like,
right,
you
it's
writing
bigger than
it,
you.
You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than you. It helped me like step back and not be so like, I don't know, like looking at other people like, dang, why I'm not there, or
yeah,
how come I'm not?
It's crazy because you always compare yourself to the major motion picture people put out, because you never see the behind the scenes. Never see.
Chapter 10.
Stop
Chapter
comparing
2.
yourself on social media.
Never,
Oh
you
my
don't
gosh,
never,
please don't.
Stop
you never
comparing
see
yourself on
nobody
socials.
fumble. You never see, you know, a Moneybagg Yo track that gets taken off the song. You just get the album, and you think that's hot fire. You don't remember when people was, you know, not remember, but you don't think about, he had to struggle too. You don't think about, you know, these people, Hove being somebody that struggled. You just know that he's probably one of your favorite rappers of all time. You know what I'm saying? So that's also the part of, you know, comparison is a thief of joy. Hence why I asked you that, because I feel like, especially in music, especially in the arts, especially in something that's completely expressive, right? It's your fact, but somebody else's opinion. You know what I'm saying? And they just might agree with you on that. Just knowing that, like you said, separating yourself from the vision and who you are and what you are to the vision. I think that's important.
And that's like why this stuff like this podcast is here, and like the events we want to throw. It's because I remember just going through certain situations and not knowing how to handle it, and wishing that like the rappers that I looked up to would give me advice in this area. Because I can get advice from a teacher, but I'm not trying to be a teacher. Like, I can get advice from I'm not trying to be that. And it's like, you know, the name of the game is put out the perfect image. So I can never like look to one of my favorite rappers to figure out how to get through what I'm struggling with. But like stuff like this podcast that's why I asked what y'all purpose is, so that whoever has a similar purpose that's watching can really like
tap in.
Word.
Yeah, because you can't learn how to make $1 million from a thousandaire. Facts.
Where last thing I was gonna mention too is like, for me, I really try not to compare myself, because I always pray to God that, like, please do not give me a blessing I'm not ready for. Like, that's something I'm like, I know I want this thing, but if I'm not positioned for it, I don't want it yet.
Every prayer.
I don't want it
Mess
yet.
around and fumble the bag. Trying to get it quick.
Nope.
Looking at the cards, that's what we do now.
Oh, dang. My bad.
Straight
Okay.
Browsing them jaws.
Straight cheating.
Yikes. This one feels good.
Word. The paper.